The split line needs to be aligned first, and notice that the bolt direction is same. Please insert the locking pin to prevent the rotary ring fall down from stationary ring. Loose the locking bolts of the stationary ring. Loose the locking screw of the rotary ring. Then we got the split frame for easy installation in the pipeline. According to the pipe OD size, select the correct size clamping pads and install it on the clamping jaw. After install all the clamping pads, refer to the scale on the jaw. Make all jaws extend the same size. This is helpful for future setup procedure. There are 4 mounting positions on the back of the toolbox. We mark the working range on the side. According to the pipe size, install the toolbox in the corresponding position. First, place the half which with gearbox on the top of the pipe. Then match another half. By now, we only need to buckle the bolts, then lifting free. Fasten the bolts. Take off the locking pin. We got the frame joined. We mark the cutting tool and the beveling tool on the tool slide. If only the pipe needs to be cut, cutting tool must be installed on both tool slides. If cutting and beveling are required at the same time, install the cutting tool on cutting tool slide and install the beveling tool on the beveling tool slide. When install the tool, extend the blade out is okay to ensure the rigidity of tool. Make sure the tool blade is clockwise. Keep a certain distance from tool tip to pipe surface, about 5 mm. Fasten the 4 corner screw tightly. Fasten the 2 central screws slightly. Refer to the cutting line. Find out the machine position according to cutting tool tip. Firstly, fasten 2 screws in diagonal position. Then start to adjust the square knee. We assume the ring as a clock. We should check the square knees at 4 points: 3 o'clock position, 6 o'clock position, 9 o'clock position, and 12 o'clock position. Operation. Place the square ruler at 12 o'clock position. Check the gap. If the gap size in the bottom larger than it in the top, hit the front of the machine. Instead, hit the back of the machine until there is no gap. Then check it at 6 o'clock position. After confirm the 2 points is okay, fasten the 2 clamping screws. Repeat the same procedure at 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock position. Make sure the square knee is at the 4 point. We assume the ring as a clock as well. Check the centering at 4 points: 3 o'clock position, 6 o'clock position, 9 o'clock position, and 12 o'clock position. Operation. Make sure the distance A from pipe surface to machine body edge at 12 o'clock position, and measure the same distance B at 6 o'clock position as well. If A bigger than B, lose the clamping screw at 12 o'clock position and fasten the clamping screw at 6 o'clock position until the A equal to B. Repeat the same procedure at 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock position. After adjustment completed, fasten all clamping screws. According to the side space, choose the proper position. Install the motor on the machine. Before turn on the machine, make sure the air hose or electric cable or hydraulic hose connect safely. Rotate the machine slowly to verify the tool bit clearance. Make sure the cutting tool closer to pipe wall, about 2 mm. Engage the feed tripper. After cutting about 1 mm, stop the machine and follow up the beveling tool at the point of first cutting. Proceed with the cutter under full power. While working, please use coolant to protect the tool and clean the iron chips to prevent the tool jam. After pipe being cut off, stop machine and back the cutting tool completely. Continue beveling to desired size. Counter boring tool slide install on the standard toolbox. According to the ID size, Install the counter boring tool on the machine. Counterclockwise rotation is the feed direction. When the machine working a long time or there is a tool jam, the bearing inside will become loose. Then the bearing needs to be readjusting. Remove the toolbox and the cover under it. Manually rotate the machine with the provided square winch and observe the bearing rotation in the hole. If the bearing is not rotating, it means the bearing is loose. Make a mark on the ring. Rotate a cycle. Make mark on the ring at all unrotated bearing position. If the number of loose bearing is less than 25% of the total, fasten the bearing is okay. Operation: turn the eccentric shaft with a screwdriver. Make the bearing full contact the V-groove of rotary ring. Secure the bearing from top. Prevent bearing from resetting. Fasten the nut with a socket winch from below. If the number of the loose bearing is large, the machine must be recentered. Use a dial indicator for calibration. Adjust the bearing at position 1 to 8 in sequence. After adjusting the bearing 1 to 8, fasten all other bearings. Finally, check all bearings from the hole to see whether rotate or not. If all bearings are turned, the adjustment is complete.